Hello world. Today I'm doing a review on what you can see in front of us is an Aukey touch control LED lamp. If you're like me, I've actually been needing a lamp and I've just kind of been putting it off of getting a lamp. I finally got my hands on this. I want to thank Aukey for sending me this lamp here to review. So what it is basically, it's a little mini lamp that you can put on a bedside or somewhere that you can find convenient to have a quick touch controlled lamp. What's cool about it is that it just by touching and tapping it, you can actually adjust the brightness on it. I think it's also kind of cool that they've actually sent this in a recycled carton boxing here. It's very, very, very eco-friendly. I actually admire them for that. So let's go ahead and get into this unboxing here. All right, so I went ahead and opened the top, and the first thing that I saw here was this little box. I'm not sure what it is. I'm assuming it's going to be the adapter to the actual lamp, and it is. Neat little kind of bright white that you get here, which I think is also kind of convenient, especially in the middle of the night in the darkness when you can't really see some of these cords that I have, for example. They are in black completely. And then aside from this, you do have, let me set that aside, a little owner's manual. Kind of goes over basically how to use the lamp here. It is in different languages, as you can see. Have some warranty and customer support here. Kind of have the model going on. This here, there we go. Here it is in English. So as you can see, there is a red power indicator that it's on, meaning that it's connected, and you can see the brightness switch there, light memory function. Oh, that's actually pretty neat. I did not know it had a light memory, which is kind of cool. I've actually had an Aukey product before, which is a power pack, which I use on a regular basis. I take it with me wherever I go. I do not leave without it. I actually have it in my backpack, which I should have done a review on that. It's a wonderful backpack. You do get one of these little kind of neat looking stickers that I have actually placed on my personal charging pad there. So let's go ahead and get right into this lamp here. It is kind of a small lamp, which is, it could be a good thing, it could be a bad thing, just depending on your preference or what it is that you're looking for. But if you're like me and you're kind of looking for something that's smaller, I think this will be kind of perfect for kind of an everyday need and just something to have on the bedside. I don't think there's anything else in here. Just to confirm that. No, there's not. So let's see here what we have. Kind of a little chrome going on top, which I'm assuming is going to be for the touch mechanism there. And let's see here. Kind of rotate it. It's pretty straightforward, very minimalistic. I kind of like the look of it. As you can see in the bottom, it does have the Aukey logo there. It does look like it's kind of translucent as far as the material. It is soft to the touch. It does feel something like a, I don't know if you guys are familiar with those bathroom, not necessarily bathroom, but those plastic, what is it called? Those odor, I'm not too sure, those glade things that just kind of shoot out aroma in the air every so often, depending on how you set it. It's kind of what it feels like. It's very light to the touch. As you can see at the bottom here, there is also a little bit of chrome. And I'm assuming here's where you connect the actual adapter, and then the wire goes right through here. That's kind of very, very neat. It's kind of flush. So let's go ahead and power this bad boy on and see how bright it can get. All right, so here it is here. As soon as I plugged it in, it kind of came on. I did measure the cord, and it did measure about 6 feet. So that's kind of a neat little, a nice little piece of length of cord there. And I'm assuming just by, oh, okay, so you touch it at the top, and then it does turn off. And I'm assuming that is going to be the brightest, I'm assuming. Okay, so maybe it does not adjust. Maybe I have to still figure that out. I'll kind of go over the manual there just to see how you can kind of adjust the brightness there, because from what it looks like at the moment, it is just kind of a quick tap and it just turns on and off. So I'm gonna go ahead and get into the manual and see if there's maybe something I'm missing. Maybe there's a button that I did not see here. It doesn't look like it, however, that I might have missed. Maybe I have to tap it a certain way to kind of get it to adjust the brightness. So let me go ahead and take a look at that real quick, and then I'll be jumping back into this video. All right, so I did check the manual and I figured it out. This thing is probably the coolest lamp that I have seen yet. So what I have found out is that there is an indicator down here where the Aukey's logo is that will kind of flash, letting you know and indicating the brightness. So what you do basically is you go ahead and you hold the sensitive touch there, and then you kind of adjust the brightness to your desire to kind of make it go back to its dimming position. You kind of hold it again, and then you kind of let go once you reach that desired level, and then go up again and then touch it again to kind of adjust it and make it go all the way down. And as you can see on the bottom here, let me go ahead and try that again so you can see. It does kind of light up, and then it kind of it flashes when it's at its brightest, that you can kind of see there, and it is quite bright. It isn't going to light up a whole room, but again, it's a nice little lamp to have on the chair side or a nightstand or somewhere that you want to kind of have some type of lighting for whatever it is, either it's reading or whatever the case may be. It is kind of a nice lamp. I did turn off my light that I had in my room, and I did kind of close the blinds a little bit. It does kind of, you can still see a little bit of light coming through, but as you can kind of see, it is lighting up quite well. Let me go ahead and move this over to a dark room. I'm going to go ahead and move over to my bathroom so you can kind of see what it will look like in a complete dark setting. But that's what it is right now. As you can kind of see, there is quite a bit of brightness coming through. It's not something, like I said, that's going to light up your whole room, but it is a nice little lamp here. And I love the fact that you just hold it, and then the adjustment of the light dims there. Nice little kind of neat little adjustment light here that tells you if once you hit your brightest. It's kind of cool that they put it next to the logo. So far I'm liking it. I'm gonna give it out of 10. I'm gonna give it a good little solid 7, just because it is a neat little lamp. Again, it's not something you want to get to kind of light up a whole room. It is very neat if you just want to have something on the on your side of the table, or something to just kind of light up if you want to do some light reading, or again, like myself, if you don't want to get up and turn on the light, you can just tap that so you can kind of have some light path. Go ahead and bright up your path to head to the restroom. So far I'm loving it. I'm just gonna go ahead and test it out in my bathroom just to see how bright it can get in a very dark setting. Alright guys, so I'm now in my bathroom. As you can kind of see, it's very dark in here. I have managed to kind of get a little bit of lighting in here from this. Kind of just turn off real quick. There is kind of a small LED indicator that you can kind of not see because of the darkness there, but it is there. Camera that I'm using is my S8. I'm not really gonna be doing this with a camera, but it's kind of neat. As you can kind of see, there is a little bit of lighting. Just as a reference, that is my wall there, one of my walls. We'll go ahead and see if this is this is actually the brightest. So it's actually pretty bright, as you can kind of see there. Just a quick little a little bit of a tour here. So it is quite bright. You do get a lot of brightness from the room there. So it is actually kind of bright. It's brighter than I thought it would be. So at its brightest position, again, you can kind of adjust that, dim it down a little bit, as you can see there. That's actually very, very, very neat. I really like the fact that you can kind of do that just by a touch. Even at its dimmest position, you can kind of see a little bit of lighting here. You can kind of still see in here. I kind of enjoy the fact that you can actually still adjust it. Let me go ahead and readjust it to its brightest position there. Yep, this is actually quite bright. I'm gonna have to go ahead and bump this up to an 8 actually, because of the brightness. I didn't know it was actually gonna be this bright, but now as you can kind of see that it is quite bright. It's just my room, it tends to be Very, very lit. There's a lot of light that comes in from my window. So I am going to give this an 8 out of 10. It is an absolutely amazing lamp to get. I would highly recommend getting this if you're looking for something small. Again, it's not something that you still want to get for a whole bedroom, but it is going to give you a lot of light. Maybe you want to get two to have. They do look kind of cool. It has kind of a pale look. So I highly recommend this if you're looking for something kind of small just to kind of get by, a little reading lamp or whatever the case may be. I personally like the look. Some people might not like the look, but I think it's kind of a neat minimalistic look, which is what's kind of in now. So yeah, that pretty much wraps up the review. I don't usually do reviews, so this is kind of winging it. That's why I'm kind of using my phone. So I do excuse for being kind of a little organic and not kind of being all over the place. But that's kind of my thoughts on this. I highly recommend it. Pick it up if you can. I'll kind of, let me research how much this actually costs. I'll probably put it somewhere in the video just so you can know how much it costs. So that also is going to affect my rating. But overall, as the product is, I do give it an 8. Depending on the pricing, however, I don't know how much this lamp actually costs. It can affect the actual review of the product, but as it stands right now, I am giving it an 8 out of 10.